I recognize the Honourable Leader of the NDP.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Earlier this year, the Auditor General described the government's original purchase of the unfinished Hogan Court Hotel as highly unusual and concerning. The deal included negotiating with a developer who didn't own the property, payment of that developer's tax bill, and forgetting to include the driveway in the final agreement, among other irregularities. This project has been plagued from the start. Can the Premier tell me how many people have received care at the Hogan Court facility?
I recognize the Honourable Premier.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. This is a new initiative in healthcare for sure. It's one I'm very proud of. The new initiatives are hard for sure. Big initiatives are hard. Big new things are even harder. But you know what, Madam Speaker? We are doing the work. We are transforming healthcare. And in December, 68 people will be receiving care in that facility in September. And I would encourage the member to challenge those 68 as to whether they're happy to be there. We'll see, Madam Speaker.
I recognize the Honourable Member for Dartmouth South with her first supplementary.
The government has had an expert opinion from the start that this was an ill-suited and unfit location. Patients, as it turns out, are not hotel guests. After project delays, challenges, and criticism, the province was approached with a sweetheart deal by Shanex to buy the building. The catch? We pay their mortgage and construction costs, and they don't pay us for the building for 2 more years. Is this more, faster? How many people right now are benefiting from this new, exciting facility?
I recognize the Honourable Premier.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. And yes, we are embarking on big projects. We're transforming healthcare in this province, and that's a new thing. You know, we didn't see the prior government do that. We didn't see the NDP do that when they were in government. You know what the NDP did when they were in government, Madam Speaker?
Order. Order. The Honourable Premier has the floor. I'm going to recognize the Honourable Premier.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Do you know what the NDP did when they were in government? They actually cut healthcare spending, Madam Speaker. And now they complain about the state of healthcare. They didn't act on a report they had in their hands about a looming retirement crisis for doctors. Instead, they cut funding from healthcare, Madam Speaker. We're investing record amounts, and I am not ashamed to invest in Nova Scotians. Nova Scotians have a right to expect that their government cares enough to invest in their healthcare, not cut the healthcare spending.
I recognize the Honourable Leader of the NDP.
You know what the NDP did when they were in government? They brought in collaborative emergency care. The first province in the country. The Auditor General's February report also found that a laundry list of misuses of procurement processes and public dollars associated with this project. A laundry list, including a questionable $18 million to an advisory firm, part of which was to advise on the purchase and development of Hogan Court, even though the government already knew from another firm that it was a bad idea. But now, with millions of spent and no value realized, this government just gave another $1 million untendered contract to that same advisory firm. This project clearly isn't good value for money. How can the Premier continue with a straight face to assure Nova Scotians that this project has any value for them?
Order. I recognize the Honourable Premier.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. These projects take time for sure. We didn't break it. We're fixing it, Madam Speaker. We're investing in healthcare. We're building. We're investing in people. And you know what? We're seeing the results. Today, more doctors than there were 3 years ago. Today, more nurses than there were 3 years ago. Madam Speaker, we will continue to invest in Nova Scotians and not cut healthcare like the NDP did when they had their chance with the keys.